Hello, this is Vanessa. I'm going to describe my first trip to mainland China. I visited Beijing, Xi'an, and Shanghai in May 2016. Among the places I visited were the Great Wall, terracotta warriors, and an extravagant show. I went as a student of Peking University's Guangua School of Management in the Doing Business in China program, DBIC, Cohort 56. We came from all over the world, and learning was done in English. See that bus? My bus had just been there. We did this U-turn every day while in Beijing, going to the campus. It was quite a sight. On our first day, my classmates and I enjoyed a scavenger hunt on campus. After class, I went with my roommate, Sashley, and another classmate, Alex, to the Lama Temple. This is just a small building in the temple's complex. Quite beautiful, I say. After the Lama Temple, we went to a street with a lot of different strange foods. Fried scorpions, anyone? Or perhaps you prefer spiders or millipedes? Snakes in the upper left-hand corner. Namrata preferred frog and snail. We met up with a few more Doing Business in China program classmates at the Stinky Tofu. Stinky Tofu is exactly what it sounds like. Really stinky. Here's a picture of us in class. This classroom was blinged out with microphones for each student so that we could participate at full volume. At the bar, we enjoyed some American food. My trip up to the Great Wall was the most difficult part. It's on the top of a mountain, you know. Once I got to the top, I went from tower to tower, sometimes walking up, sometimes down. The steps are small, like 1,000-year-old Chinese person-sized steps. After a long hike on the Great Wall, we enjoyed a stereotypical lunch. Everything is placed one by one on the Lazy Susan, and each person eating can spin it round and round to choose what they like. You can only eat something if you can pick it up with chopsticks. After the Great Wall, of course it was time for a nap. Here we are in Tiananmen Square, with Chairman Mao presiding. This picture is replaced every year on October 1st, and there was always plenty of surveillance in Tiananmen Square. I enjoyed myself and took a picture with Chairman Mao. After that, we went into the Forbidden City, which is right next door. This is the view from inside the Forbidden City. Films are not often given permission to film here, and the citizens of China were not allowed. when the emperors were reigning. It's certainly a special place. As we left the Forbidden City, we saw this view. This is the Summer Palace. Next up, Xi'an. This is next to the water, where there's a beautiful show. We dressed up in traditional Chinese clothing, which was great fun. We had fun taking a lot of pictures in this wardrobe. Xiao Kai even put on the emperor's hat. And all the courses were described verbally.
欢迎大家来到大秦校烟。大秦校烟得名于秦，秦国名将王建率军横扫天下，6国之中，5国为其所平定。秦王为表其功勋，经常在宫中设宴招待。
研发、加工制作味精、人工色素、无非卡食品添加剂，请放心食用，耐用。
Here I am pictured with the food, many courses. This isn't even all of them. After dinner, we went upstairs and enjoyed a night of karaoke. Can you name all the songs we sang? Venus and Xiao Kai, pictured here. I sang a few times, here pictured with Emily. We enjoyed ourselves all night. I left when the party was still going strong to go to bed. The next morning, we visited the company that built the grounds where the fountain is. This company works with the government to build city cultural sites important to China from garbage dumps. This is the city wall of Xi'an. It surrounds the city. Also in Xi'an are the terracotta warriors. This is the museum of the terracotta warriors. They were built in about 200 BC and found in 1974. In Shanghai, our first stop was a river cruise. As you can see, Shanghai is a modern city, more westernized than Beijing and Xi'an. this tower. In Shanghai, we had plenty of fun. We tried to go salsa dancing, but the Mexican place ended up to be more of a club atmosphere. Nobody was complaining. We still had fun. We had a good goodbye party, though it was sad that everyone was leaving. Here I am with the river and my cosmopolitan. And at night, we partied hard. Even Shaokai. I stayed for an extra day after some of my classmates had left. I walked a long time that day in the Bund, which is like the boardwalk, or also like Fifth Avenue, New York City. After that, I went shopping for silk and other souvenirs. While shopping, a young lady invited me to come drink tea with her. I accepted, but I didn't realize that she wasn't trying to make friends with me. She was trying to sell me something. Here are some silkworms. This worm is bigger and at a more advanced stage in its life. Luckily, the woman selling me tea stopped when I said, 不要, I don't want. And I enjoyed the rest of my trip, shopping and eating dinner, and left after sundown that night, full of silk and souvenirs.